Sometimes it's nice to just sit down after a long day of work, play a little Kerrigan Survival, and relax. Unfortunately, some of us aren't afforded this luxury. Now, I don't know how much they're offering, but some absolute freak out there must have put a bounty on my head. I've got hitmen just absolutely chasing me all game, every single game, no matter where I go. I'm at the point where I'll be driving down the highway and someone gets a little too close, not respecting that 2-second rule. And I have to get out of there because I know these bastards are after me. Hey, and let me tell you, when you are 12 beers deep and driving down the wrong side of the highway at 120 Ks, it does ruin the experience. But I will not let that stop me from playing a bit of KS. These people do need to be eternally punished though, so please pray to as many gods as you can to do something about this. Alright, we've got a game here from an almost pre-made. I think it was a pretty decently high-level lobby. Yeah, pretty good. Just a couple of bronzes, not bad. But, I was recording while playing this, and a few other pre-made games that I'll be uploading. And sadly, the possibly worst thing that could happen to a human being, the audio files were corrupted. So kind of fucked up that I set a precedent for the absolute worst thing to ever happen to someone. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe so I can get over this extreme pain. Make sure to mail me $50 in tinfoil in an envelope so I don't have to pay taxes, so I can commit a little fraud. Playing a little bit of Warfield, StarDuck Zerg with one of the bronze players, which is kind of rough when you look at the lobby, let's be honest. So I'm not entirely certain about the early game Warfield now after his nerf. I played this game pretty much the exact same as you would pre-nerf, and it works out pretty well. You maybe get a little bit less gas, but I've found good luck with it just playing as you would previous Warfield, going like 5+1s or 4+1s and a +2, and going Hellion, and just sticking with that one Hellion most of the game. I mean, this game maybe isn't as standard as usual when you play Warfield though, so we'll see. So they go to Zagara Dahaka. We're signaling the Elementalist to try and move around because we will not have the time to rotate. I think he does. Yeah, he does. And we're just gonna wall this off as well, get an outhouse up there, mostly just because I want a wall here. I expect the Zerg to be able to find it with patrols. But it's also kind of nice for Dahaka to be able to jump into an outhouse rather. If something bad does happen, usually Warfield's pretty safe at the very early game though. Usually only after they get that like +1 attack upgrade or ling speed that they're actually a huge threat. As we see, do have to play a little bit safe though, have to try and avoid these ling balls going around. I actually wonder where they're heading off to. Just around the map, patrolled around the map, yeah. But we're just gonna keep up our farm. How's our eco doing? Pretty good. I mean, we want farm, we want the levels. Levels are nowhere near as important as they used to be though, sadly, other than for the, see Elementalists there getting a nice bit of feed. Other than for the Xanthos, like you don't get that insane level 3 power spike anymore with the sticky bomb and the stem. Or just a sticky bomb. Previously sticky bomb would just kill any ling it hits. So you'd see a ling ball and you'd kill it with the sticky bomb, its damage got nerfed. So now you need level 4, but by the time you're level 4 they have armor upgrades and shit, so you don't really get that insane like full ling ball kill with sticky bombs anymore. But of course, scaling towards Xanthos, getting some of these nice abilities, do probably focus on scanner sweep a lot more than sticky bomb now. Probably don't get much more than 2 levels of sticky bomb, if even that. 1 level is usually good enough now, you just use it for the slow mostly. A little bit of damage early game helps you farm sometimes. Yeah, so we're just constantly tracking the Dahaka on the mini-map. We're able to constantly scan them as well. You'll see that scan's pretty much always off cooldown. Very important to do if you play versus any Zerg. Being able to track their hero is massive, and you can kind of somewhat do it for free with your scans. But especially important versus Dahaka. Of course, Dahaka is not just a threat to you, but like everyone on the team. Big thing for him is to try and get those early kills. So definitely focusing on those pings and focusing on those scans over much else. As long as we just don't lose our eco or anything. So occasionally looking back to make sure we didn't get scanned or something. But yeah, he's having a rough time. He has to play, because he's got a bronze defender, right? He can't really just play a safe long game of clearing out ecos, running to ecos, and then scaling into the late game with his defender. Because it's going to get to a point where no matter what happens, the defender's going to have a really hard time dealing with push, even if it's like low eco pushes, just because of the skill difference. So he has to really focus on getting some early kills here. And of course, difficult to do when you have constant vision on him. Here we just scan to try and make sure he's not near us, so that we can, because I don't know where he is right now, make sure we can farm a little bit of extra gas without being in danger. Or if we saw him there, we'd at least be prepared to run away. We do see him across the map though, across the other side of the map, so now we can just safely farm. We are almost level 3. Again, not a big power spike. You still kind of want stim and sticky bomb, because you can heal a lot off of hitting a sticky bomb on a lot of units and stimming, and then sticky bomb's just good utility anyway. 2 eco spots, gonna make it hard for us to get shut down, especially this early on, and our eco hasn't been touched yet, so we are incredibly rich. We're plus 20 as Warfield, which, I mean, he just scales so fast, so it's gonna be hard for Zerg to come back from this unless they actually get a clear on my eco. However, okay, no, that was just a ling. That was just a random ling. Don't know if they saw it. No, I'm pretty sure they did, right? Those lings look like they're heading towards my eco. I'm keeping eyes on it. I'm staring at the eco because I am worried about it. Okay, yeah. Scan it just to make sure there are no lings up there. If there were, like, he could have pulled away those lings towards the Andor to try and give me a false sense of security. Maybe there were some lings that slipped by into that corner and he was waiting. But no, we do have to just salvage. He was path checking it, so we just salvage and put it right into our other eco. Pretty simple, pretty easy. In a good spot, level 3, we're able to set up an eco top left as well. I imagine we're going to use this. I'm pretty sure I do. I think I use the low ground actually. At the moment, I'm just kind of checking for patrols. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because they can, where is it? Oh no, did it get destroyed in time? I cancelled it in time? I could swear that was too late. I guess I cancelled it in time. I thought that was in the fog of war. So I guess I had a little bit of vision left over just in time for me to cancel it. But because I think in this game I thought it was in the fog of war, I thought I didn't cancel it in time. We are not going to commit to making an eco there. I get 1 armor, just a little bit of safety, why not? Probably don't need 1 attack. I mean, still, are they on 1 armor? The Zerg? They're not. So I think with 1 armor is when you need either 1 attack or another Hellion or something. Because right now I'm still able to just kill lings with an attack and a Hellion attack. And here's the Haka. We get a sticky bomb off, a stim. I heal... Yeah, it's a full, so definitely a good sticky bomb. Heal to full there. Put down an outhouse because I imagine he's going to try and go for us, but we are able to just walk through this instead. I think I got 2 armor there. Oh no, I'm getting 2 armor now. So only 1 armor, but able to just walk through it. We still have our recall and our blink, so we're not in much danger. If Dahaka went back up there to try and block me with his lings, I would have been fine. See, he follows us here. I think he went to the low ground in anticipation of like a blink or something, or an outhouse. That recall was really good. Now we have a Herc, now we have blink, so if Dahaka comes to us, which he should, like at this point I know he's gonna be putting a little bit of attention on me, and as we recall, and it's pretty common for this to happen too, as you recall, your recall's done. If you hit a ling after you recall, they will want to beeline straight across the map. Get a stim sticky bomb, but we don't have many units. We don't get much life out of that, but we do get a lot of move speed. I think now is when he F2s me. Yeah, I'm definitely F2'd. Call for help in the chat. I have to give credit to my team here. They are absolute fucking goats. Even an Ares coming to help me. My like dropping units just to block some lings. If they're not targeted on me, they'll target the vultures. Helios comes in to body block. I do get that armor upgrade out. Then Slam comes to swap me out. Fucking Avengers over here. Look at how many people came so fast. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look, I say the monkey maids are scary. When you get into a pre-made, sometimes the teamwork is lacking. There it was beautiful. Fucking big ups to my team. That was incredible. And then we hit an Overlord. I know he already sees us. I know Overlord's just gonna solidify the fact that Dahaka knows we're here now. I don't care. I'm killing that Overlord. I'm jumping to the low ground. We have that outhouse preemptively set up. Credit to the Zerg. He also has that Ling Ball preemptively set up. I have to blink there. Sticky bomb, and then blink allows me to get the stim off. If I just stimmed, I would have died because the sticky bomb didn't land suited up. Okay, I gave credit to my team. That was an absolute troll swap right there. That was fucking disgusting. Because I have to run up to this high ground to be safe. I can't just run out to the right into the open. But, I mean, fortunately, we're safe here anyway. Body block with the barracks. He pathed the other way around, but even if he didn't, it should have bought me enough time for that outhouse to go up. Unless there were lings already on the low ground. Pretty unlikely when he's constantly F2ing me. But, I mean, he's still going for it. We have some Hercs up there. We should be able to save them. Nice. We still have our Eco bot left. Now, he did know that we recalled over here, so I salvaged it. but he's not focusing on the eco. He is going all in for the kill here. I call out my recall timer, kind of give a heads up to my team that I might need a little bit more help, but once we get close to that recall coming off cooldown, I'm pretty much safe. The Zerg asking for help from my team. I somehow doubt they're going to give it. They've been incredible this game. Never mind. The fucking bastard Silent that swapped me is trying to give some information. Fortunately, it's misinformation. I wouldn't be surprised if he genuinely thought I was mid after I saw that swap. That was disgusting. We're just setting up outhouses as we go, partially so that if I have to double back, I can jump into the outhouse and swap a cliff level. If he were to come from this bottom area here and then upwards, I could run backwards and into the outhouses. But also just spreading out outhouses to make sure I have multiple places to recall to. I feel, because I only have one outhouse on the map, or one set of outhouses, or two rather. Bot left and top left, both places where Dahaka has known I've been, which means he could be checking for them with Lings. He does F2 me again, but we have our recall up. So yeah, and bot left is more of a danger than top left, because he knew I recalled there earlier. Top left, he knew I was up here, so he knows I could have outhouses set up here, but he didn't see me recall there. So we just recall there, cross map, we're pretty safe. We hit a rock, heal up some health. I should be getting that Eidolon ready, because Eidolon has a recall of her own. It's pretty low cooldown once you first spawn her as well. Yeah, so it's about 60 seconds, I guess. After you first recall, it's 5 minutes. So getting that Eidolon out will give me another recall soon. I probably want a Herc as well. I imagine I'm going to build that in a second, but I do kind of... Oh, no, I've got Hercs coming to me. Okay. I guess those are the ones that I got out earlier over here. I expect Dahaka to still be going for me, right? He's... Oh, he said Overlord there. Do salvage it. Overlord goes down before I salvage, which is really good, because now it's on their mini-map that the eco is there. So they don't know that it's salvaged, and as we see here, they're going to commit to trying to go for it. So we see him spawn the Hydras, but he gets nothing out of it. So not only does he reveal the Hydras, he spends a lot to spawn them. That's a lot of resources. I said Overlord there too. A lot of resources, and he doesn't really get anything out of it. That's huge. Spawn some Marines just to take out that Overlord. Pull them Herc to the side just in case the Dahaka looks over. If I've got a Herc up there, it's pretty obvious that I'm going to set up eco there or set something up there. Have to scan for it, unfortunately, but we do kill it. The Dahaka this game, he's spent a lot of time. He's spent like half the game chasing me and F2ing me. So he really needs to focus on probably still killing me here. I can't remember if he goes for me again. He does send the Hydras up there, but I think I can actually fight that. I make... I saw it on the mini-map, and I thought they were Lings, I think, and that's why I make sentry bots. If I knew it was Hydras, I should have just made a laser tank. But we are able to clear it out. Yeah, I mean, this game, kind of a bastard, the Zerg, StarDuck is, but you can't really fault him for how he plays this game. It's rough. He knew that he got to a bronze teammate in a high-level lobby, and at that point, you kind of have to take a risk. Like, either he doesn't kill me this game, and we win anyway, or he does kill me after F2ing and focusing on me, and then maybe he can try to fight back the rest of the team and keep up with the game. Maybe even go for another snipe, depending on the classes. But yeah, he didn't get the kill this game. And if he didn't focus me this game, it was a loss anyway, because we just get too far ahead and then we beat the defender. So I can't fault him for how he's playing, but he is a bastard nonetheless. We recall out of there. I believe that was Eidolon's recall. How long's my recall? 45 seconds now, so I don't even need another Eidolon. I can just lift this up and leave. Yeah, and I mean, my team is just doing the work. Like, yeah, this is what was going to happen versus a bronze defender. There's not much eco. They didn't have time to eco. The hunter put all his resources in like Lings and Overlords and some Hydras relatively early on for how much eco he had, which was like nothing. But yeah, now we set up another eco. I'm sitting on this Ares eco and the Sandor eco because I'm kind of I still need help, so I kind of want to just stick around here. I don't want to hit upwards because I know Dahaka is over there. I have to recall, so I unfortunately have to sacrifice my teammates' eco to survive. Once again, the teammates holding it down for me, and we are able to recall. We'll make another Eidolon. Lost the Eidolon there, but we'll be able to, again, get another one. 60-second cooldown, another recall. pretty disgusting to try and kill this class once he gets some minerals out. Looks like we're making 2 Eidolons actually, but yeah, surely there's no way he could possibly kill me here. I think I even have 3 armor, maybe 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 armor. I mean, I was pretty rich this game as well, because yeah, he did focus on me, but he never really got, he didn't kill any of my eco, and he didn't make me salvage early, which pretty much equals being fed. So it meant we could get really far ahead on upgrades, get units for safety, utility, and pretty much make map control as we go with it because of the hercs we have on the map. He's still rotating, but we're pretty much just gonna try and stick on somewhat of the opposite side of the map from him. We don't need to like rush for it. We see here we're killing the overlords. We can take our time. We're not in any huge danger. He's trying to micro the Hydras to get some damage on me, pull back a little bit so they don't get a hit. He's trying to not necessarily kill us with those, but get us a little bit lower health, because I imagine he's still coming for it. Yeah, he's over here and we recall because we see he's off the mini-map for a while. So just make sure we recall before we give him any chance. We're not high health or anything. Does he notice we recall? No, he's still down here trying to search for us. So he still assumes we're down here. He might know now. He might notice now. He does see the herc move out earlier on, I think. So he's going to try and go for that. So we'll just... Oh, well, he definitely sees it now. Sit it in the corner, trying to reduce its surface area to get it as least... or as tanky as possible. Can't surround it with lings and do damage. Jump to the low ground, jump it out. He is wrapping around lings to get it here. So actually, no, I think he's just searching for stuff here. But there happens to be lings there, so we try and jump around to another outhouse. Important to keep this guy alive. We can just kind of eco, although I'm not. We could just eco behind this very safely. But keeping this guy alive on the opposite side of the map is very... Oh no, I don't have any eco at all actually. I salvaged this. I should be remaking that. I guess because, yeah, he was coming up here, but then he headed down here. Anyway, keeping that herc alive is massive, because then I can just make an outhouse on the other side of the map. Recall, I can make a base on the other side of the map if I have more minerals. I can make eco. But yeah, this is what high lobby levels look like. You just chase one player for an entire game and hope you kill them. All right, we have another game played just after the last one. It's not as chase heavy, nowhere near as scary. I wouldn't do that to you twice. Maybe a little bit actually. There's still quite a bit of chasing going on in the later points. I think most of the early game is just Sergeant Hammer, like standard hammer. So we'll probably skip forward a little bit. We'll see how things go. Oh yeah, we get a little eco going, sharing it with the actual Critter Lord himself, it seems. I think, I mean, it works out fine, right? Like, I don't know if he intended this, but he gives a little bit of vision over here. Kind of works out. We are both in the same spot though, so if we get hit, it's like a little bit rough for us, but we should get full salvages off. Lego, Kraith, Glevik, they're trying to hold lings a little bit. I don't think we have anyone that can really punish it, just a couple of hammers. We are tanky, so we can walk up a bit, but it's not like we have Andor or something. Oh, we see a big ling ball here. Everyone looking for the feed, but maybe not too much, because none of us want to take that damage either. We kind of want to split it between us. We do get ling balled. Get the salvage off. Surely... I wasn't paying attention, I think. We've got 2 critters with... What the fuck is going on here? Okay, I didn't... Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I was paying attention to the Critter Lord's eco. I just hoped he got out. Apparently he didn't. Yeah, I didn't pay attention at all, apparently, because there was some wild things going on in my eco. Thank God we salvaged. Try and get down a little eco here. I think I go for this corner. Just try and get it done as soon as possible, because we do have enough for a factory. But we also do know Kraith is somewhat nearby. But, I mean, he doesn't really have much reason to rotate downwards to the right, because there's like no pings on the map. Obviously, we know why. It's completely dark. I think he does come and see this eco, though, very sadly. Yeah, fortunately, the Elementalist scouts that with his radar, scouts the lings, a few lings. Because of that, I go back to check what's going on. So we scout that he found my eco there, which I may not have. Because I should have placed down, even though it's early game, I should have placed down a flashlight somewhere, just in case. I say another game, because, yeah, I mean, I said it's not as chase heavy, but, you know, it's a little bit's going on, to say the least. We do manage to get that SCV out, so we can actually set up a little bit of hidden eco. We don't expect to get much out of this. In fact, we're only going to get 1 factory, but that's enough. I mean, we've got something down to give us mineral income, and that's pretty nice. And unfortunately, StarDuck is indeed exposed for playing on 2 accounts at once, chasing me on the hunter once again. They do throw out a scan. Barely misses our eco. I think I do a double take as well. Yeah, check back, because there's an orb up there as well that it just misses. If they did manage to hit that orb in the scan, Elementalists may have put eco into it at some point, and they could come back with the knowledge that there was an orb there and clear it out with another scan. So that could have been disastrous for the alley, but fortunately it did miss anyway. A little bit of a ling comes through here, but it's actually maybe not. Is that a patrol ling? Hold on, I died. That's not good. I think that was just a random ling, but somehow it went like all the way in instead of just going like hitting the wall and then leaving. Usually if they're going to be pathed all the way in, they just run to the low ground. That's really weird. Oh, one of the Critter Lords goes down. That's unfortunate. One of the boys. Fortunately, I think the other one is alive. We're just going to keep rotating though, keep building up that eco, trying to diversify where we can build up. Honestly, we've gone a decent amount of time without being chased here. I think like 3 or 4 minutes. It honestly feels incredible. Probably the most relaxing thing I felt during this, the past 2 games. And I guess because of that, I've got some, I feel like a good Samaritan, using up some of my minerals to help out, to help out the fucking bastard that was chasing me in the first place the last game. If I knew that. Fuck it, I might have just been building Vikings on this. Managed to get down a 2nd eco, or I guess technically a 3rd, but oh my god, the critter's back at it. I think I love this guy. He is what is going on here? Okay, I like that. Critter's back at the eco. Fortunately, we did have, that was like a bait eco, not for the Zerg, but for the critter. So he went to go to this one factory to go build on top of it. When in reality, little does he know we have stuff all on the other side of the map. Oh, what did I miss in chat there? Oh, we see a ling ball, so we block it off with barracks. That's not what I was typing mad about though, was it? Oh, I block his ice ball on purpose. Okay, yeah, I'm a cunt. My bad. I mean, what do I mean my bad? I did it on purpose. We build Vikings there, block off the ling ball, and then reinforce this outpost. Did I do it just to try and get more gas? There's no way I'm that much of an asshole. Like, he was helping me last game as well, saving me from the Dahaka that was chasing me, throwing out some spells, killing some lings, and I do that. That's actually sickening. Did that Critter Lord block himself in? No, he's got that opening. He is, he's just going for 1 eco. He's playing an insane style. I do like it though. We are forced to salvage, but again, we're in another position where we can sit up and once again a 3rd eco. Already got 1 big mini base here in a pretty good spot. Unfortunately, because we got chased a little bit in the early game and was denied quite a lot of eco, or a lot of early eco, which is very important eco. We're at a point where we don't have Arclight and they have 1 armor, so I can't kill the lings anymore. So we're gonna need to focus on getting that. Looks like we're going for a double tank defense. We can cover each other's minimum range, I guess. I don't know. I think we just happen to both be here. Does he have another hero out or something that he's focusing on? Yeah, it looks like it. He's building this up, so he just sieged up. I'm just defending. Funny thing is, if you siege up like this, you can actually make the axe and spawn it on the low ground. Not often actually useful, but I mean, maybe if you were getting chased and you didn't have blast pack or blink or any way to get out, you could, and you didn't have axe out. In the 0.001% of scenarios where that happens, you could sneak out an axe onto the low ground. Looks like I just love ecoing with people this game, because we're now getting another upgrade. I guess it's not an eco yet, but another couple of potential ecos on top of each other. Also getting 1-1. But we'll just keep up in that original eco for now. Just keep that right side as a spot available for if we happen to have to salvage this. Looks like I'm getting in position to try and siege. Clear some lings with sieged up tanks is nice, but also try to harass creep a little bit. If we can get close enough. Obviously creep's in a bit of an awkward place here. You kind of want to be on a different cliff level, but you don't want the creep to be on that cliff level. Otherwise Gleaver could scan and TP underneath you. Wall ourselves in a little bit as well. We could build Vikings on top of us. Then, yeah, I guess I'm just trying to sneak around a little bit here with this tank. Get up to this high ground here. Because they probably don't have tumors here. We'll find out that they in fact do. So they can actually see me. So I speed through to try and get to the end. Gleaver could have, if they were watching, could have TP'd here, blocked me off, and then I would have just had to double back. Which denies me from doing this, but I mean, It's not like I'm in some massively advantageous position by being able to be here, so it's not like a big deal. Get 2 armor anyway. But yeah, they could have blocked me from doing this. Now we can kind of just cut off creep a little bit from reaching out this way, which is a very small area to defend. That's why it's not like the biggest deal in the world for Zerg. But we can also push creep back from here, which is actually a big deal, because it kind of stops them from getting to 2 ecos on the right side and from cutting off the map. We see Kraith moving towards the bot side, so we lift up our Vikings, get them out of there instead of just letting them die for free. Maybe he spawns lings and I could have killed some, but I'd rather just move them out, try and get them on the map, ping the Spirit Eco, he gets that out. We're going to get our barracks out. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give Zerg credit. I imagine those lings that they spawned, they would have pulled back once they saw the Vikings. If they didn't, then yeah, I would have got a ton of feed from that. But yeah, usually Zerg's going to pull back lings there because they know that Vikings trade very well with lings, and we'll just get Sergeant Hammer very fit. Looks like I'm going to go for some Hellions. Do I have to salvage this? These Vikings here we're going to keep because they're going to block the Kraith to stop them from clearing out eco, and we managed to get actually quite a nice amount of lings actually from that. So we do manage to go for starport eco. Gonna make reactors on the factories, swap them over with the starports, and then tech labs on the starports because the reactors take a lot longer to build, but you want them on the starports, but you want those starports making money. You don't want to be spending all that time building reactors, and because they don't get income while they're building an add-on. We just swap it over. We're able to jump out here. Don't know why I delayed it. I think maybe I was trying to get some more gas out of it. Since I'm 2 armor, I can do that pretty safely. Even if Kraith were below me, I have speed, I have blink. It's pretty difficult to kill me in this position. So we just swap over the add-ons now. We see Kraith here. We move over to the left side to siege up again. Focusing on swapping over add-ons, of course. But yeah, siege over on the other side again. Able to just speed out of this, but it does mean that unfortunately that hammer has his eco not just found, but Glevig's on top of it, so he has to salvage. Yeah, we're just trying to get some gas as we go, maybe piss off the Zerg. I don't know if the Kraith was following me, was he? Maybe. He went down to bot right. He must have been following me, yeah. So he's gonna skip my eco now. Unfortunately, one of the hammers goes down, one of his tanks. So I just build SCVs on top of myself, repair myself, kill off lings. If he doesn't send his hero here, this is another mini base. If he does send his hero, which I see, I have to run, which is fine because I'm pulling him away from my eco once again. And we do see that creep, but fortunately Glevig doesn't TP. I might have had to have blinked if they TP'd in a spot where they could have body blocked me. Because I could survive the damage, but if they blocked me and stopped me from running past them, then I would have to blink. But we're getting quite a nice amount of gas. I'm able to make some starports. Move over to our Vikings. At this point, I assume that the Kraith is no longer following me. Able to just blast back out of there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to stay up there to give vision, which would have been nice for not just myself, but also that elementalist to farm that. Now we morph into Crucio over here. Kraith still following us on the bot side of the map. Crucio on that top right side is going to be massive because I can just clear out Ling Balls now. Oh, not Ling Balls. I could already do that. Definitely Ling Balls still. Nice timing, a little bit of a jump down, bait out that charge from. We clear out Roach Balls with this Crucio, asking for vision there. We're happy to just waste the, I guess it's not a complete waste, but use up the Kraith's time. He does block my tank from getting any map control on this bottom side of the map, which I would do. I'd start, which is currently dark, I'd start getting map control there, which would be valuable for the team, but definitely worth it for us to instead take up all of Kraith's time. We see him get the Piglisks out. Spawns a lot as well. But, and actually it does continue chasing me. I let myself get a hit off there to try and give him vision. Hopefully draw him back, and he does get drawn back. He gets baited, so now that right side eco is still safe. Speed through because we know Pig is on the left side here. We saw him spawn them. We don't know where they are. We saw 2 of them, but I think he sent the others out. Yeah, he did, but we didn't know that. We just jump back over here because again, we don't know that the Piggers are up there. So we have to assume that they could be on this high ground, so I have to blast back over there. I'm trying to get a Crucio out, but he is going to stop me from doing that. He scans me, and I know he's still around that area, so I have to keep running. And he does have Piggers set up, but unfortunately I'm just tanky enough. Yeah, getting Crucio out here would be huge, not just because it gives me more survivability. I don't really need that. I want to be able to farm these Pigalisk balls, which I can do as Crucio, not as Arclight. Speaking of, we move our Crucio over here, blast pack it down, I imagine. Yeah, help out this guy's defense. Absolutely just melt those things. He does have to salvage again. Again, Glevig's there. Kraith's still on this left side. It looks like maybe he hasn't given up on me, but he has found a new target at least. With that Scion. He might go for me still. He cancels my Crucio again. Try to buy or wait as long as possible. But no, I'm definitely not getting it out. And yeah, I'm in no threat from his abilities. Even Puke plus the dashing charge or whatever. So I just blast pack down. Very, very simple. We've still got Blink as well in case something disastrous happens. We see all those overlords as well. That's going to be a nice amount of feed for us. Again, he cancels my Crucio. I'm desperately trying to get this Crucio out. He does crashing charge there. Using a lot of his energy, a lot of his time. He's not really able to get much out of this. He can spawn Pigalisks as he goes. I'm kind of running past Spirit Towers at this point, and he can kind of split those off and start clearing out outposts, which I think he is doing. But he's still spending a lot of time to try and get me. We do ping that Spirit Eco. Oh, he gets most of it out. He gets 3 of them out of 5, which is not bad. If the Kraith target fight, he would have got all of those. We do finally get our Crucio out, thank God. But yeah, now Kraith is coming back. He's going to head to us. He's going to try and fight us. We get swapped actually, which, if you look at the cooldown, does deny our blast pack, but it had the same effect anyway. We were going to just blast pack down there. Unfortunately, it does mean the swap's used up, but I mean, we don't need it anyway. Siege up to try and clear those Pigalisks. Looks like Elementalist is not having much of a problem with that. I think at this point I'm trying to chase the Kraith to try and bring him back to me. Because, I mean, it's great if he just keeps trying to chase my hero. He's not going to achieve much. And it gives our team a lot of room to work with. Gives me a lot of room to work with too. 2 separate occasions where we've denied him from being able to clear out our eco that he otherwise would have. Yeah, we just get a little bit of farm from those Pigalisks. Oh no, the Critter Lord left. That guy was going fucking hard. I don't know what happened. Maybe he died. Maybe his one eco structure got cleared potentially. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of units coming here. I was going to say that is risky. I have to unsiege and move a little bit because if they ball up enough, they could get vision of me. Wouldn't kill me or anything, but it would fuck up my health and I'd have to move anyway. And we see Pig is down here as well. Crucio should be able to take care of that eventually. I am going to have to make Vikings or something to body block because, I mean, it does take some time. Crucio does great damage, great at clearing these tier 2 uniballs, but Kraith Pigalisk is still very, very tanky. Yeah, so we can clear that up fine with the Vikings body blocking. Even maybe pick up a little bit of a roach snack. Not bad, not bad. Very gas rich we are now with all these tier 2 uniballs we're getting. Oh, I guess I was trolling this game. Instead of making units, I went for a Imperio instead. It's not complete trolling though, because we do have a Spirit. Obviously, like Hellbats would be better for a Spirit base than an Imperio, but you know, what's the fun of just building units when you could, I don't know, make things a little bit closer by spending 40k on an Imperio, which is still really good. We can clear out tier 2 uniballs and ling balls and stuff really easily. Do have to salvage all our starports sadly. We are able to get the Imperio safely across the left side because it's just completely clear. Right side, however, might be a bit more risky. We are moving the Crucio down. We definitely want to move him across because one, hugely valuable tank, especially in a Spirit base. Crucio clearing out ling balls is massive. But also, you know, Fenrir is always an option. We want to move through here. We have 2 Crucios with us.
Are under attack.
Yeah, this guy wants to move back because he saw the Pigalisk up here, but we don't have that luxury when Kraith is behind us. We just have to tank a few Pigalisk hits. If Glevik TP's here, but unfortunate, I have no dash. This guy just used up his dash. Oh wait, no, I do have a dash? I'm looking at the Imperio. Okay, yeah, I mean, we're completely fine. I was going to say we have Blink anyway though, and then Blast Pack. Right, I'm just going to move around here. I imagine I Blast Pack over. Oh yeah, they thought I was blocked out. I was just focusing on making sure that Crucio was alive. So we have Crucio down here, 2 Crucios down here, and an Imperio. Unfortunately, the other Sergeant Hammer tank from this guy died. We almost have enough for another Imperio, but I don't think I all in on 2 Imperios. I instead decide to get some starports. These are his starports. Where do I put mine? I mean, it's an awkward spot. I don't want to eco up here. It's too exposed. I don't want to eco over here because it's also exposed, but we also need that room for spirit towers. And that's, I guess, why I'm just holding on to my minerals instead of making eco until I see where they're going to try and siege from. Yeah, this guy makes his eco, immediately has to salvage it, so he just loses minerals. We see that spine volley come out. I jump back just in case, but honestly it does like no damage to me anyway. Soul catching zone plus Imperio sieging away. This guy's just spawning piggalisks. Little baby piggalisks as well. Yeah, and we blast back down here, make sure we are completely safe. Imperio 2 crucios. I mean, even the piggalisks are having a hard time getting through. But they want to spawn lings and roaches, right? And we just deal with that so well anyway. Spirit doesn't deal well with lings, and then roaches they don't deal the best with either. They deal all right with roaches. And Elemental is able to just sit in the middle of them. That's so much damage. That Piglet's body block was massive. Oh, he has Lightning Storm up now as well. All the Piglet's body blocking, he had Soul Catching Zone out. The Imperio was shelling away, killing all the Piglets and turning them into Elementalists units. If you didn't know, Elementalists can sit out Soul Catching Zone. Well, Soul Catching Zone is out. He can't kill anything. He can't move or attack. So he has to either rely on his Meteor to kill things, which he can throw out before throwing out Soul Catching Zone, or allies. But sometimes it's hard to get close enough to kill stuff that Elementalist wants to kill because he's a very tanky and fast unit, so usually he can be frontline or something. But here we have Imperio to just shoot across the map and do that. We do need to help with the roaches though. Elementalist is doing a good job holding that bot side with the help of the Spirit Towers and the Crucios. So we need to focus on clearing out the roaches with the Spirit Towers, not leave them to solo do that. Again, Kraith getting just completely body blocked. That's massive though. Puddle is massive on the Elementalist. Good swap there. Does dash past. I'm trying my hardest to hit these shots. And there we go, GG.